Hey, Kim Patton here, and today I'm reviewing Open by Agassi. It's an autobiography. It's quite long, but totally worth it, and I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads, but there's not enough stars in the world to describe how much the book impacted me. He did use a ghostwriter, J.R. Mooringer, and so I'm assuming the writing is largely due to that ghostwriter. But I did feel that Andre's voice shone through, and I really felt like I was hearing it from him. The structure and the way that JR helped form the book really made it a phenomenal piece of writing. I finished the book on Wednesday, today's Sunday, and I've spent the last few days just trying to figure out how to describe what the book meant to me, because it impacted me on a very deep level that not very many books do, and I'm still wondering why. I think Andre was a tortured soul, is the best phrase I can come up with. From a young age, he was kind of forced into tennis by his dad and forced to go off to tennis camp year-round, forced to go into professional tennis at a very young age with a 9th grade education. I'm not saying he didn't have a choice in the matter at all. Of course, everybody always has a choice, but from the very beginning of the book, you are on Andre's side, because he is slicing open his heart and sharing with you things that are the deepest, most vulnerable place in a man's being. And to be part of that is just completely mind-blowing. It's an experience and a journey that I took with him through the whole book. And it wasn't just a tennis tell-all. It wasn't just a famous person ranting about their life. It wasn't a memoir where they complain and self-obsessed the whole time. It was a book that took you to the core. It took you to the place where his story began, and it didn't let you go until he found meaning. And that took the entire book and his entire adult life. He was in his 30s when he stopped playing tennis, and his wife, Stephanie Graff, brought him a lot of meaning and purpose and joy. And it was his second wife, because for a lot of years Andre didn't know who he was himself. So this is probably vague, but I encourage anyone who enjoys tennis, anyone who has heard maybe part of Andre's story and are interested to hear more, anyone who loves a good memoir, a good autobiography. This is unlike anything you will ever read, in my opinion. There are some language censors that, if that bothers you, you might have to get over. But other than that, it's incredible, and I really have struggled to even grasp the meaning that it has had on me, the impact that it has had on me. And it's just really hard to write a book review when you're mourning the loss of this book being over. I didn't want it to be over. It was really compelling and incredible. So hopefully that's good enough to encourage you to go off and check it out for yourself. Once again, it's Open by Agassi. Happy reading!